So I just gave birth a month ago and my active labor only lasted less than 20 minutes. So here's what helped me. By the way, I'm Juliette, a certified prenatal and postnatal yoga teacher, and I help moms and future moms to feel grounded, supported, and strong throughout their pregnancy and afterwards. So today I'm going to talk to you about a specific breath work, a pranayama, that helped me go through with my very, very intense labor. But I have plenty of other tips in my mini free guide that you can download on my website. It's down below in the comments. The website is luluyoga.eu, and I give plenty of tips, breath work, yoga poses, and other tips to help you make the most of probably the most intense experience of your life. Right, so that breath work, I'm actually using it very often in my yoga classes, and I was just not expecting to use it on the day of labor, but everything happened so fast. So my birth plan was to give birth without the epidural in the water, so in the bathtub, in the hospital, but I didn't quite have the time. So baby was late, 7 days late actually, so my doctor decided to induce me by breaking the water. And as soon as they broke the water, the pain went from 0 to 100. So it was crazy. And the midwife was actually alone with me. My husband wasn't there yet. And she ran to another room because another mom was giving birth at the same time. So I was alone in that room. And it was crazy because the pain was so intense. But I didn't think that it was happening because I could see on the computer, the midwife told me that my contractions weren't long enough, so it was just spiking very quickly, but it wasn't long enough to give me time to push. Well, she was wrong because the pain was really, really intense, but it was still very short timed and not long enough. Based on what she told me. So I thought, oh my god, this is going to be as painful as this, and for a long time I really need a peridurал. So I was screaming for a peridurал. I called her. So I had like 3 or 4 contractions, very, very intense, and with no time in between to actually think. So I just had the time in between 2 contractions to call for her, and by the time she came, my husband actually arrived at the same time. And I screamed for a peridurал. I really asked for it, and she was like, I think there's no time. I was like, oh really? And instinctively, so I went on the bed, find a pose that helped me, one that's actually in my guide, a very common one. So I was on my knee, holding on to the bedside, and what I did once and not twice was screaming through the contraction. And I could really tell that the energy was actually going out of my body and away from what was happening, and it was not helping at all. You know, when you're trying to find a pose that helps you through the pain and it's not working, well, that's what I felt when I was screaming. So instinctively I went to this Ujjayi breath, which is the warrior breath, actually, to help you feel grounded, and directly I could feel that the energy was going inwards to what was actually happening, which was giving birth to my baby, and it was helping through the contraction instead of going away from it. So we can do this together very quickly. So basically you're narrowing your throat with your tongue as you're doing when you're fogging a mirror. So you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but when you're exhaling, you're narrowing your throat. So imagine you're fogging a mirror like this. Do the same with your mouth closed. So that would do like this. And it would sound like a wave sound, kind of. So try to do this with me. So you're inhale through the nose and exhaling. Can you hear that sound? Let's do this, closing our eyes a few times. So inhaling through the nose, exhale. Imagine that you're fogging on a mirror, mouth closed. One more time. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Narrow your throat with your tongue. Inhale through the nose, Exhale through the nose, mouth closed. So that sound is actually really helping you to ground yourself before a meditation or before a yoga class. And actually during birth it really helped me, so I could feel the energy really help me in that sense, in that direction of pushing my baby out. And after I realized that, I think it was 3 push. So it was 1 push, and then I could feel the head, and then the 3 last ones, and the baby was there. So I'm not saying that your birth is going to last 20 minutes just because you're using that breath. Of course, every birth is different, every labor is different, every pregnancy is different. But I can tell that this grounding breath really helped me for the pain and to ground myself in the moment into what was really happening instead of running away from the pain, which can really make labor last longer. It's explained actually in my mini guide and with plenty of other tips. So if you haven't yet, download it now.